Hey guys, this is Miss Stoke, and we are looking at Module 4, Lesson 8. I'm going to open up the first part of the lesson because I think it's pretty helpful. Okay, so this is going to be a persuasive essay. Hopefully you already have started working on this before you have gotten to Lesson 8, but just a recap, this is going to be on any topic that you want to cover. So we have seen a cat is not a can of soup essay, and that's just an example of persuading people that it's okay to adopt animals from shelters. So that's kind of like one example that you could kind of think about, but you can really choose any topic that you would like. Okay, this is the next part of the lesson in Lesson 8. And this is really just reminding you that one of the most important parts of your persuasive essay is going to be the claims that you make, the arguments that you make, and then how you back your argument up with reasons and details, okay? So you can't just tell us what your argument is without really explaining yourself and giving details. So to be able to persuade us, you have to really show us like facts, maybe some research, or if you interviewed somebody, you want to give us those reasons to back up your ideas. Okay, before we look at the next part of the lesson, I wanted to show you this. So in the beginning of your paper, you're going to have an introduction. Inside your introduction, you're going to have a thesis. Remember, your thesis is going to be one sentence that really just summarizes kind of your main idea for the whole paper. So basically, this little sentence right here, adopting a pet from the Ferdinand shelter is often a wiser move than buying one. That's kind of their whole point for writing their persuasive paper. They're trying to tell you that it's okay to buy a pet from the shelter. So everything is going to connect back to their thesis, okay? So you won't put anything in your paper if it's not about that topic, okay? So this question right here, it says, how does it connect back to the author's reason and thesis? So basically, like, you want to check everything that you have in your paragraphs and make sure it goes back, okay? This says, this evidence supports the author's reasons why adopting a pet from the shelter is a wise choice, because they're giving examples like the workers love animals and they spend a lot of time with them. So that's kind of an example of how you can check what you have in your paragraphs to see if it actually does support your thesis. Okay, so now once you get to the actual Dropbox part where you're going over all the materials and documents that I have for you, this is what you're going to see, okay? Hopefully you've already done these and you have them ready, but if you haven't, here they are. This first document is all about choosing a topic. All right, so just remember your topic can be any topic that you want it to be, okay? But you have to remember that your whole purpose in writing this is to persuade people, okay? So you can think of something that you really think that you could persuade us about, and then kind of clarify what you would be persuading us to do, okay? Think about who your audience is. Remember, that's going to decide like the word choices that you use, tone of voice that you're writing in, things like that. And then think about what you're going to have to figure out for you to be able to clearly persuade us, like give us lots of details. Maybe think of things that you might have to research or find examples of. And then where can you find that information? Like what websites? Do you have to go somewhere and interview people? You know, whatever you think you're going to have to do. All right, so that's the topic page. And then here's the outline, okay? Hopefully you've already done this, but if you haven't, that's okay. This is a very informal outline. It doesn't have the Roman numerals like we normally have, so it's kind of up to you how many paragraphs you want to have, okay? But I would say at least these 3 paragraphs, at least your introduction, 1 body paragraph, and a conclusion. If you have multiple topics that you wanted to discuss about about your main topic, you can have multiple body paragraphs, so you can just kind of create more sections in there if that's what you need to do, okay? But at least do those three main things. All right, so those are just your planning documents, and then you have this next section, turn in, okay? So you can turn in the outline, and then you can also turn in your rough draft, okay? So keep in mind, this is a rough draft. This doesn't have to be perfect yet, but you want it to be as closely to the finished product as possible so you can get somebody to help you proofread it and maybe take into consideration what I tell you as well, and then you can get all of those thoughts together and finish your final draft, okay? On here it says submit your outline and your rough draft. Type these in a Word document and submit the Word document, okay? Don't take a picture of it and submit a picture. All right, so remember you need to have at least 3 paragraphs. Write your introduction with a hook and a claim. So what does that mean? Let's look at this. So this is the model essay again, and I have highlighted the hook at the beginning. That can be like a question just to grab people's attention. And it says, whoops, where did I lose that? All right, so it says a introduction with a hook and a claim. Okay, so basically you're hooking people's attention, and then you're kind of putting your thesis out there. You're making your claim, you're putting your idea out there, and that's what you're going to try to persuade us about, okay? All right, and then it says use reasons and evidence to support your topic sentence. So basically, every paragraph needs to have a topic sentence at the beginning of it, just so we can understand what the whole thing will be about, okay? And then give reasons underneath that. And then make sure that what you're saying is not necessarily going to be a logical fallacy. You can use persuasive techniques, but try to use lots of counterclaims and lots of facts to where you can actually support your ideas and not just trick people. Okay, use transitions to connect your ideas. So what that looks like is like at the beginning of a paragraph, you can say to begin with, comma, or on the other hand, comma, things like that. Or even how they have however right here. Okay, those are transition phrases and words, and that just helps connect everything and kind of keep it flowing, okay? And then you can either restate your thesis at the end in your conclusion, or you can kind of just restate it in a way that is maybe a little bit more thought-provoking, whatever you would like to do there. Connect your essay's claim to larger ideas. So maybe if you are trying to support, why we should adopt pets, like figure out like a larger idea that really can kind of grab our attention. Like, why does it really matter if we adopt pets? Something like that. And then complete and submit your bibliography or like works cited page, okay? So remember, the works cited page goes at the very end of your paper, and that's just like if you use any kind of website to research or anything like that, you would just let us know down there just to prevent plagiarism, okay? And then just review the rubric, make sure that you know how you're going to be graded, okay? So if you look here, we have an outline that's 5 points, how you organize it into paragraphs, and it does say 5 paragraphs, but basically if you can at least get your intro, your conclusion, and then some body paragraphs in the middle, that should be easy. And then present a clear topic sentence in each one of your paragraphs. That's just keeping everything clear and organized and making sure that it's relating back to your thesis. You have your conclusion. A counterclaim, that's just like you can say, other people might believe this, but because I have these facts, I can prove this idea. Like you can say, like, hey, there are other ideas out there, but this is why I believe this. Okay? That's a counterclaim. Just make sure it's organized with transition words, and then you can have up to 10 errors in your spelling or grammar or punctuation, but try your best to go ahead and check that, and then we can see how you've improved from your rough draft to your final draft later. Okay, so if you need help, let me know. Turn in the assignment in the Dropbox link. Okay.